Have you ever wondered, have you ever considered that two dogs who fear pretty much everything would ever get into a fight with each other? Wouldn't they just like run away from each other? But anyway, we're going to go with the possibility that they can get into a fight with each other. So here to help us with an example of that is one of my favorite channels to watch. It's a Scooby-Doo versus Courage the Cowardly Dog by the YouTube channel Death Battle. I like saying that. It's my favorite part. But anyway, check it out. Link to their video, link to their channel will both be in the description below. Be sure to check them out. Let's get it.
Death Battle sponsored by Shady Rays.
I didn't do it. I promise.
This episode of Death Battle sponsored by Shady Rays. Scooby-Doo, the miraculous mutt from Mystery Incorporated.
Courage, the cowardly dog straight out of nowhere.
Canis familiaris.
No, literally
man's
from
best
nowhere,
friend,
right?
The dog. No animal companion has stood by humanity's side as long or as loyally.
Even, and maybe especially, these two yellow-bellied, lily-livered scaredy cats. Or dogs. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Death Battle!
Throughout the ages, countless philosophers have posited the same question time and time again.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo,
Where are you?
Pretty much everywhere.
got some
from cartoons
work
to
to
comics,
do now.
from video games to board games, from live theater
to the most incredible major motion picture of all time. He's the greatest Dane since Hamlet.
But
So would Scooby-Doo be like the dog version of Where's Waldo?
his monumental presence in popular culture belies his humble origins. Born to Momsy and Dada-Doo in Dewsville, USA.
Dewsville ain't what it used to be ever since they moved all those manufacturing jobs to Bangladesh.
The young Scoobert was adopted by the Rogers family
is his
and their
name?
prodigal gluttonous son, Norville, better known by his friends as Shaggy.
Those friends being Velma Dinkley, Daphne Blake, Fred Jones, and sometimes...
With their powers
Scrappy-Doo.
combined, they are Mystery in...
Why is nobody like Scrappy-Doo anymore? Because I think I saw a video or something about how nobody likes Scrappy-Doo anymore. Or something. Or like he ruined the show or something. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. When I liked him. Okay, maybe I didn't. I didn't mind him.
Incorporated, a cadre of snot-nosed teenagers traveling the Nixon-era United States in a cushed-up Volkswagen, foiling seemingly paranormal crimes and unmasking...
Cushed up Volkswagen? Cushed up how? How indeed? Like cushed up like cushiony? Like the insides are cushiony? Like, you know what I'm saying? You chilling in that bitch, you fluff on the seats, that shit's cushiony? Like that? Or like cushed up like cushed up, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, go ahead and roll one, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get cushed up, you feel me? Like that, like cushed up like that. I like it.
Corrupt authority figures.
All of whom definitely would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids and their dog.
Scooby is indispensable in Mystery Inc. investigations. Great Danes were bred by 17th century German nobility to hunt bear, boar, and deer, which means he's a master tracker.
Okay.
Scooby's super sniffer nose can root out the bad guys no matter how well hidden.
They were called Kamerhunda, or chamber dogs, because they stay in their prince's chambers and protect them from assassins. Such brave, fearless doggos.
Too bad for Shaggy and the...
I'm about to say fearless. That's not Scooby.
Gang, the apple didn't just fall far from the tree, it defied the laws of Newtonian physics and rocketed into space at the speed of light. Because Scooby is an absolute coward.
He's terrified of his own shadow and constantly anxious about everything imaginable. And his only motivation is his delicious Scooby snacks.
Which makes it so baffling that he's actually kind of a badass.
Scooby's a master of the
When he wants to be, hey pup, you want some snacks? Do some badass shit and save the day.
dupe, a classic technique of cartoon tricksters.
Sometimes called the power of positive assertion. Scooby flexes his mastery of disguise to fool would-be attackers, like seducing zombies as a belly dancer, or tricking a jester into entering an existential crisis.
This man was so thoroughly convinced to rethink his entire life, he went all the way home and got into bed before realizing he'd been fooled.
Obviously, these disguises shouldn't work.
God damn. That's sad, bro. What was that? A little evil jester. It's like, man, I gotta rethink my entire life. Let me go home. Let me go back to my childhood home, sleep in my childhood bed. Wait a second.
Work at all, but
I've been bamboozled.
Scooby's just so supernaturally
Poor little Shaco.
talented, they just do. See, this is a perfect example. No one in their right mind would think that that's anyone but Boomstick in an awful wig and makeup.
That's my mom.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. If those disguises sound completely impossible, that's because they are. You might have thought of the Scooby-Doo series as being pretty grounded with all its men in masks, but then one day, the mask did not come off.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, Zombie
It's
Island.
terror time again.
Scooby has been intermittently dealing with real supernatural threats since the since 1980s. So he grandfathers courage, bro. He grandfathers courage. At the same time, like, does Courage have some shit up his sleeves that he can use to take out Scoob? Only one way to find out.
Again. The monsters started being real, and Scooby became just as bonkers to match. Like, remember those Scooby snacks? They started to give him a physical boost in strength, kind of like Popeye's spinach.
Yo, who changed the recipe on that shit? They added some greenery to the recipe. You know, some spinach. Some spinach to the recipe. That's why he getting all that strength and shit.
That's nothing. Shaggy's brilliant uncle, Albert Shackleford, upgraded those snacks with
Albert Shackleford. Bruh. The name. Shackleford? Hey, yo, what up? I'm Mr. Shackleford. What's up, bitch?
nanite technology, giving them a variety of different effects. Everything from invisibility, robotic armor, force field, super intelligence, and Panther!
Yeah, nano
Panther, what the
machines,
fuck?
dog! And we're just getting started. He can stretch and squash his body any way he likes, even duplicating himself or regenerating from damage.
Like being chopped into pieces, crumbling into dust, or just blowing up.
His soul was literally
crazy.
scared out of his body, and both his body and soul kept going at the same time. That doesn't make sense.
He can
And his
appear
soul
in
rescued
multiple
his
places
body.
at once, ignore the laws of gravity, rewind time with his time scepter or super speed, draw things into existence, and mess with the plot of his own show.
Things getting a little too spooky for him? He'll just cut to commercial break.
He's also got weapons like the Super Spooker 3000, a gun that instills fear into the hearts of man.
And no, not like an actual gun. It literally shoots fear.
Or the Chest of Demons, an ark containing 13 monstrous ghosts.
Ghosts!
Should you be
Also, Scoop Man, when they said he can mess with his own cartoon, like interact with his own cartoon. He had them old school cartoon powers, because like all the cartoons back then could do that shit. Tom and Jerry, Coyote, the Coyote, Roadrunner Coyote. All right, what's it say? While typically used to trap all manners of ghosts and demons, one of the original 13 ghosts was a mortal man who had their mortality stripped by the chest itself. Damn. Damn.
Trapped within its grasp, your body and soul will be imprisoned in everlasting torment in this heretofore undiscovered 10th circle of hell.
Neat! Scooby-Doo has dodged laser beams and electromagnetic waves, survived being at the epicenter of an explosion that blew up time, and successfully performed the Zabrinsky Triangle with Shaggy and Maddie Ziegler.
The Zabrinsky Triangle is a dance so unbelievably dangerous that even imperfect executions have caused widespread destruction.
When
What?
performed perfectly, it was so beautiful it literally lit up the entire universe and blew up the enormous snow globe containing it. It makes
What?
sense if you watch the show. Actually, no, it doesn't.
Taking this literally, we can measure the volume of the broken glass compared to the size of our entire cosmos within it. In order to shatter what is essentially an enormous glass superstructure, each dancer would have to be generating enough energy to destroy our universe 11 quintillion times
the-
over.
That's right, Maddie Ziegler.
So they're spinning as a top, and they're each able to generate enough energy to destroy the Earth, or the whatever, to destroy the Earth billions, 11 billions or whatever times over.
Is a universe buster.
With Scooby-Doo as their nigh omnipotent mascot, Mystery Incorporated has saved the world from alien invasions, wielded the power of a yellow lantern ring, and was even made a member of the Mystery Analysts of Gotham by Batman himself.
Yes,
Damn.
Batman, the world's greatest detective, recognizes Scooby's skills.
Even facing down and defeating the evil entity, an eldritch dark god, and surviving its death, which rewrote all of reality. Yeah, you know, the talking dog that crossed over with the Harlem Globetrotters and Don Knotts defeated Satan. No biggie.
So, where is Scooby-Doo? He's solving mysteries and saving the world with his found family.
Also, he's an alien.
Wait, what?
Anunnaki? Question mark.
We interrupt this program to bring you Courage, the Cowardly Dog Show, starring Courage, the Cowardly Dog.
Abandoned as a pup, he was found by Muriel, who lives in the middle of nowhere with her husband, Eustace Bagg.
But creepy stuff happens in nowhere.
It's up to Courage to save his new home.
Stupid whiz, you made me look bad. Ooga booga booga!
You're breathing on me. Get away.
Sorry, but who wouldn't be excited for one of animation's mightiest mutts?
Courage is an adorable pink beagle with a heart.
Name: Courage, species beagle, height beagle sized. I didn't know that was a unit of measurement. I like it. Owners: Muriel and Eustace Bagg. Nicknames: Stupid Dog, Dear Boy, and Leon. Not named Stinky Lulu, thank goodness. Can lay 14-karat golden eggs. Friends with Scooby-Doo. They're friends. Why are they gonna fight?
Heart of gold and an undying love for his doting Scottish mistress.
Beagles are hare hunters with intense separation anxiety, excellent senses of smell, and a set of lungs that'll knock your socks off. All of which fits Courage to a T, especially the howling part.
To be fair, Courage has a lot to howl about. Nowhere USA is a magnet for interdimensional weirdness, attracting some of the strangest freaks in the world.
Like master criminals.
Yo, that guy that I was sitting on the toilet.
Weirdness, attracting some of the strangest.
What was his shit? I just remember him going something, and he just like said something very long, like dirty, some shit like that. That guy was weird.
Freaks in the world.
Like master criminals, cats and LaQuack, mattress demons, mummies, weremoles, mad scientists, gods and goddesses, aliens,
Oh, shit.
robots, alien robots, this chicken, the king of flan, and of course, the United States government.
And poor Courage is absolutely terrified of all of it. But his devotion to Muriel means he'll always step up and fight the good fight.
Good thing he's kind
He's fought for Eustace by him, just for Eustace, right? Yeah, he's fought just to help Eustace out before, I think. Otherwise, it's kind of like he would let Eustace. He would like, "Fuck off, Eustace. Like, I ain't helping you out, bro. You're always scaring me, homie. I'm gonna let you handle that one. Good luck, fam. I'm gonna be chilling over here with Muriel getting petted nicely." Next thing Muriel comes walking out, he's like, fuck, she found out. Now I have to save his bitch ass.
Kind of a genius. He's a brilliant engineer capable of whipping up the most devious of traps almost instantly, and he's got an unending supply of tools at his disposal.
Everything from his trusty mallet to grappling hooks, ray guns, flamethrowers, chainsaws, bombs, beagle-sized cannons, yo-yos, a mind control helmet, vampire hunting gear, and the God Bone.
An ancient artifact that is completely irresistible to any mortal dog, forcing them to lick it until they die.
Except for courage, of course. I guess if you have the willpower to stare down a gigantic purple foot mobster, you can resist even the most delicious of treats.
And he can pull all of this stuff out of his ass anytime he wants. He always has exactly what he needs.
All thanks to his computer named Computer. A sentient desktop which knows almost anything and everything, even if he has a bit of an attitude about it.
Which means he's always prepared, especially when he can shapeshift his body into literally anything he can think of.
From inanimate objects to monsters to different animation mediums entirely. Courage usually uses this as a form of charades to communicate with others, but don't get it twisted. These aren't just visual animation gags. His body is actually shapeshifting.
Courage's body is a canvas upon which his imagination runs wild. He can stretch to crazy lengths, shrink to microscopic.
Scooby needs Scooby snacks to do that. Courage does that shit naturally.
Sizes, turn invisible, appear anywhere he wants, or duplicate himself.
He's also effectively immune to damage. Oh, he still feels pain, but apparently his sheer terror overrides it.
Like the times he tore himself in half, or turned himself fully inside out. The dude somehow vaporized his entire body completely, without even ash remaining, and he just popped back good as new.
Classic cartoon shenanigans, but technically anatomically correct. Until it isn't. Courage can create objects from his imagination and often breaks the fourth wall, directly addressing the audience.
Now, you would think being an impossible-to-kill force of nature would boost his confidence a bit, but isn't that what anxiety does to you? It undermines your sense of self-worth and magnifies the problems around you.
Sure, but Courage is also fighting gods just as powerful as himself. Like this enormous alien which could spike meteors so hard it spun the Earth 1,000 years into the future. That's crazy.
Then Courage got shot out of a cannon that punched him through the moon, only to get slapped by that same alien and sent crashing back to the planet. And he was fine.
Courage is strong enough to physically
He came in with bandages though, but he was fine.
patch up holes in the
No, like literally, he was still actually fine.
ozone layer, hold stars in his hands, and scream so loud he shattered the sun.
All right, yeah, I don't know. If Courage doesn't win this one, then Courage gotta win this one, right? Come on, man.
Scream like that would be like getting hit with over 100 septillion hydrogen bombs all at once.
Oh, but Scooby can release power up to like that's septillion. Septillion is 5. And Scooby was 11 billion or whatever. So, like, doesn't matter. So, I don't know. I think Scooby might. Courage sounds like he can win. But I think Scooby will still. What's my final answer?
Which is, you know, a lot.
And keep in mind, the sound waves of his scream would have had to travel through the near vacuum of space. Basically, a complete scientific impossibility.
Next time you replace my beers in the fridge with LaCroix, I'm getting my boy Jack Spaniels to blow up the sun. You've been warned.
That's
Jack
not all.
Spaniels.
One time he operated a Peloton controlling a UFO and pedaled it fast enough to fly past Saturn, enter hyperspace, and cross the Milky Way galaxy.
Though Courage's greatest challenge came from inside his very home. A monster who tortures his poor pooch every single day. A depraved, psychotic motherfucker. The true prince of darkness. The greatest villain in cartoon history. Eustace!
He even collected all of Courage's greatest foes like a legion of doom, all to mercilessly beat Courage to a pulp in a game of dodgeball.
It gives all rednecks a bad name, Wiz. I want to end him. Low.
Okay, well, Courage's accumulated PTSD always held him back until he met a kindred spirit, another cowardly monster hunting hound. Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Together, they discover the source of Nowhere's weird.
Again, why are they gonna fight? What does it say? The Straight Out of Nowhere crossover gave Courage a legitimate finale and an explanation for Nowhere's supernatural phenomena. Because of this, it will be considered canon for both dogs. Okay.
Weirdness, a dark matter meteor that controlled reality itself.
Originally the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs, its dark matter can rewrite the laws of physics, control minds, and turn Courage into a giant kaiju.
Taking the meteor for himself, Courage finally faced his fears, defeating this cicada queen goddess thing and saving his family once and for all. Yes, even Eustace.
Yeah.
So let that be a lesson to
Eustace.
any who would encroach upon the bag's humble farm. It has a protector.
He may be small and he may be scared, but standing up to our fears is what makes us brave in the first place. That's why his name is Courage.
The Cowardly Dog.
This episode of Death Battle sponsored by Shady Rays.
Are you excited for the
I don't know, man. Let's see who's gonna.
season ahead? Well, you're gonna need quality shades that are built to last.
These are legitimately my favorite sunglasses I've ever owned, and I've gotten quite a few compliments about them.
And that doesn't happen up.
I don't ever wear sunglasses. I don't know. I just feel like I just hide my hide. I feel like it would just be because I have something to hide, or I just want to hide myself. Meh.
Often for him. On top of that, every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost or broken replacements. That's one of the best protections in the world of eyewear. On top of that, Shady Rays is committed to making a difference across the U.S. through their
Damn, bro, they didn't even see like a little video, like a little clip to stitch in to the segment.
impact program.
Teaming up with nonprofits to help people live healthy, courageous lives through some of their most challenging times.
And if you're not madly in love with your Shady Rays, exchange them for a totally new pair or return them for free within 30 days.
So there's no risk when you shop with Shady Rays. Their team will always have your back with fast and personal support.
Exclusively for our viewers, Shady Rays is giving out an amazing deal for the season.
Yo, no,
Go to
thanks for the follow.
shadyrays.com and use code DEATH for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses.
Try for yourself. The shades rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people.
Death battle. Okay, so who's gonna win? It feels like I want to say Courage is gonna win, right? Because he looks like he has a great chance to win. But I think Scooby's gonna win. That's my answer. I think Scooby's gonna win, but I want to say Courage is gonna win. So if Scooby wins, then I'm in. I'm in. Courage wins, I lost. But anyway, make your bets now before we get into this.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a dog battle! Oh, God, when I say it like that, it sounds...
Yeah, it doesn't sound right. You say it like that, it doesn't sound right. Dog battle. Oh.
Ariel? 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 Maggie? Maggie?
I like the voice acting.
Maggie?
I wonder if they use AI. I wonder if they use AI or if they actually get like people to impersonate the voices. Oh, they used this.
Disturbance, no rhythm, me? What do I do? What do I do? Rabbit's got it! Rabbit's got it!
What the?
Come on! Come on!
That's messed up. Wait, why are they fighting each other now? I still don't get it. He tricked them, and they was like, that was it. Them has shit to run from right now, though. Alright, we'll have to hear that. Or not, or not. Godzilla too. What? About to say, I thought he was opening the same door. I thought he was opening the same door. I was like, bro, are you? Oh, but now I can see he's actually going to a different door.
Oh, there's one more thing, sir.
Big boy.
Run, Courage.
How to defeat a Great Dane with a speech impediment, eh? You twit.
Oh no. That's right. Scooby can duplicate himself, so all he needs is one other person or one other version of himself plus Courage. Oh yeah, but he's still alive. I love how we're switching like arenas and shit. That's dope. It's kind of like, you know, in the fighting games when you like smash somebody through a wall. You do that.
All dogs love their bones, don't they?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
This could be bad. My name isn't Chad James. And it's not.
It's not. Please, oh please, please let Courage show up with some ATF gear. Like let us. I don't even think that's the right type of gear. That was meant. Let's see some Attack on Titan shit. Come on, bro. Like let me see that shit. It's not gonna happen. I still would love to see that shit. Okay. I mean, that's one way.
Stupid dogs! You made me look bad! What's her? Ah! Ow! 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 Cut it out!
That was pretty cool.
I hate that stupid dog!
That was actually pretty dope.
KO!
Wait, what? Who won?
Wiz, as happy as I am to avoid on-screen dog murder, wasn't one of them supposed to die?
Not since the Great Norris Sancho Singularity event of 2015 have we had a result like this. It can't.
But at the same time, like, I kind of knew this was. I'm not surprised it happened. Like a double kill, like, because Eustace was in the video. So they had a common enemy to fight. So I figured they were just gonna take him out. Not surprised, but I didn't want to see a winner. But
End like this, right?
Even with Courage's insane cosmic feats, you'd think the Zabrinsky Triangle would be enough to seal the deal. But both pooches could regenerate from basically any kind of physical damage.
Both
Right.
were incredibly smart in different ways. Scooby was more of a trickster with his dupes, while Courage was a scheming genius. Computer could have given Courage the edge if not for their canon crossover, where it failed to have solid information on Scooby and the gang.
So I guess it came down to their unique abilities. And for 90% of their arsenals, they were
fair.
evenly matched. Transmutation, mind control, you get it. They're tunes with basically anything, except for the Chest of Demons and the Dark Matter Meteor.
Sure, the chest could theoretically always trap Courage, but he'd always be able to escape and destroy it with the Dark Matter Meteor.
But Scooby could repair the damage by reversing time and then trap him again.
And then Courage would break
Break
out again. You know,
over and over again.
Ultimately, this battle between man's best friends would never end.
But this is a death battle. Somebody has to die.
Someone did, Wiz. Someone did.
It's Eustace.
Anybody tell you that you're kind of scary sometimes?
I don't like dog killers.
Scooby and Courage were incredibly tough opponents that could go blow for blow for blow. They were smart, powerful, and incredibly broken.
Doggone it, Wiz. I guess you could say Eustace had one hell of a rough day. I shih tzu not. Oh, those were powerful.
Powerful.
Stop. This battle is a draw.
Death
Hi, I'm Ben.
I like it. I mean, I guess honestly it's a little disappointment. You know what I'm saying? That that's the result. But when the fight started and I saw Eustace, I was like, oh, okay. I don't know, man. I kind of wish it was different, but I accept it. I accept it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you think, if they really had to fight, who do you think would win? Did one of them stop the other from regenerating? Did one of them have that ability? Anyway, that's it for this video. Links will be in the description below. Peace.